In this episode, I have the honor and privilege of rolling with Jonathan again. Jonathan has been on the channel many times. I had a podcast with him. He's actually some type of high-level chess player. He gives chess lessons. So I'm sure he'd wipe the floor with me in chess. But in this round, I felt it was important to put it on the channel because we have a great back and forth. And the mistakes and what we do right during this back and forth really apply to any belt level. A mistake at brown belt is a mistake at white belt. I can watch two people of any belt level rolling and try to explain what's happening and where the lessons are. I just want to inject, if you find value in my content, you want to help support the channel, I have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. I also have an X Marshall link in the description. Anything you buy through the X Marshall link is all no-gi stuff. You get 15% off with code Jits over 50. So we started standing. Again, not overly competitive, not judo tossing each other. And I finally relinquished and pulled guard. So this is a position I like. It's like a De La Hiva, but not yet. My foot's on the hip. There he tried to roll and take my back, which he pretty much almost did. I was able to turn on my side. And I'm threatening the Kimura, or I'm thinking about the Kimura. But I want to see what he does when he loosens up and starts to move. So there I'm holding one hand with my left hand. I'm setting up his right hand with my left hand. But as you can see, he's climbing me. And it's leading to a pin. I'm not sure if he passed my guard, but I would not describe this position as advantageous for me. Here he's looking for my collar. He's looking to feed my collar with his other hand, which he should do. And it's hard to stop, especially when someone's stronger. So here I'm making space, and I'm trying to prevent him from mounting me. And I was able to push his leg into like a half butterfly guard, which is really good for me. If you watch the channel, I have something called the, well, I don't know what I call it. It's like a loop escape. So basically, I get my hook in under his knee and I lift, which he knows. So his defense for that was to flatten me out. As you can see, I'm staying calm. Staying calm is key when you're in the bottom. So there he went for a guillotine. And now I'm defending. As you can see, I'm looking to get that foot again. I fish it out and I use it to escape. Bring my leg back in, and I went right to the back here. You see how my right foot's tucked behind his leg? So he avoided the back by falling over, which is fine, because I was still able to pass there and get to the back. And when he rolled over, I simply went with it and went to the other side, grabbed the Americana. It's not impossible to Americana Jonathan, but once he has identified it, if I don't catch him completely off guard, it's pretty easy for him to muscle the defense. His one arm is stronger than my two arms, I think. So there he tried to roll me over. I went to put my knee across to get mount, but he turned and put his knee shield back. So that was a great back and forth exchange as far as I'm concerned. Especially with a talented partner who has great balance. And Jonathan. Little joke there. So here you can see my hands are in a kung fu position. See, he tried to grab my head. I'm holding him back by his bicep. I know he wants to break my posture. And now he's looking to just do a hip bump and push me back. And when he did, I went with it and did a butterfly sweep attempt. Now I'm back in what's called half butterfly guard. You know, I never considered myself a half guard player, but the more I watch these videos, I do play it quite a bit more than I thought. Years ago, if someone passed my guard, got to half guard, that meant they were going to pass, or at least in my mind, I felt like there was nothing for me to stop. But now when they get to half guard, especially butterfly half guard, I know I have that sweep available. So here I'm really getting serious on the Kimura bite, or I'm looking to. As you can see, he yanked his arm out and he went to do another roll, which I think I really did a good leg pummeling job here. I kept my legs bent so he couldn't get a good leg connection and I could pull my leg out. Here he's scooping up my leg, which could be a setup for something, but it was just a setup for him to get past my guard. From there, he went to my back. He did it very loose. When you go to somebody's back, you want to be connected when you pull them. If there's a space in between you, when you pull someone onto their back, they can end up sliding down your waist and escaping out the bottom. So I have a bonus round for everybody. It turns out we had another competitive roll just a few days later, and I figured why not add it to this video if you watch to the end. So you're getting another 6-minute bonus round with me and Jonathan. For me personally, I learn maybe the most I can learn from watching these videos. Because he's a great training partner, he doesn't go too crazy. I mean, he's not going to let me submit him, but he goes at a pace where we're comfortable with it, and I know kind of what he's going to do, and he knows what I'm going to do, and thusly it sharpens both of our jiu-jitsu. So here I have my collar sleeve, I have my foot on his hip, I went to like a K guard there, and it's not working out for me. K guards is something new to me and experimental, but I do have a string of things, one string that I like to do. I know there's a ton more to learn. So here he's really pressuring me. He's got the cross face. He has everything he needs. There he tried to go to mount. And I am trying to keep my knee and elbow connected. I'm arching my back, so even if he's in mount, his legs will be spread in a manner that can lead to an off balance, which is basically what happened there. Looking to wrestle up here. But from the wrestle up, again, it's a push-pull. He's trying to get into a leg lock. As you can see, I'm defending, and I'm looking for something of my own. Again, a lot of this is experimental. There he was spinning to, I think it was a heel hook, and I countered with a toe hold, and we ended up in a little scramble there. So when I feel him pushing with his knee like that, it makes me realize that he's trying to get in on my leg. So he did a good job of getting it anyway, because I knew it was coming. And of course, we go out of frame if there's 1 inch that the camera's not covering of the mat. But as you can see, he's pulling my leg away. And I'm trying to unwrap his legs. I have to free that knee line, but I just tapped. And now I've heard people say, that was a heel hook, I think, that they've never seen a heel hook in the gi. And Pete, And but at our school we do it, and if it's really hard to get out of because you're very sticky with the legs. So that was cool. I was able to come up and catch an ankle pick on Jonathan, a talented purple belt. And as you could see, I went to pass his guard. Instead, I pinned his knee, and I'm looking for that toe hold, which is something new. Like for me, it's brand new almost that I've been working on. So far it works on old ladies and white belts. That's a joke, but you have to start somewhere. So here I'm looking to just get past his legs with my knee while pulling up his leg and pushing down on his collar. So I'm trying to keep him pinned, and I'm trying to pass in a slow and incremental manner. See, but when he blocks one way, I go the other. So I was trying to pass to his right. Now he's got to defend to his left. I'm looking to push the knee slide through or the knee cut. Instead, I just switched my hips and freed a hook, and I'm pretty much almost past. I'm on the leg staple again. Even with Jonathan, I like passing slow and incremental. If you notice, I don't stand up and try to run around his guard, even though I have done that maybe years ago at this point. So there he tried to wrestle up. I pushed him over. Again, we're not exploding. We're just using technique against technique. So here I have possible armbar, wrist lock. And that ends the round. I don't think I wrist locked him there. Thank you for watching. If you want to help support the channel, I have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description, and I also have an X-Marshall link. Anything you buy from there is 15% off if you use code JITSOver50. If it wasn't for you all, I wouldn't have a channel. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe.